Hello and welcome to Zyco World Healthy Life. Your nutritionist Geraldine Curran is here to share her tips with you, and today I'm going to be making a pear and banana smoothie. How much time do you really have in the morning, or when you get in later and you're starving when you come in from work and you fancy a quick snack? Well, let's go for this pear and banana smoothie. So we're going to be making our pear and banana smoothie. Now the reason for this is, number one, it's very quick to make. The pear will provide you with lots and lots of vitamin C. The pear is also really good fibre. So if you have any issues with digestion or anything like that, then you should really be including pears. Bananas, we all know that bananas are really good for phosphorus. So it's making sure that we've got enough in our banana, so definitely make sure that you include a banana. We have also got some lovely vitamins and minerals, and in this we've got something called some linseeds as well. Linseeds are excellent for digestion, so if you want healthy digestion, this is really what to include. If you have healthy digestion, then it means that you can have weight loss, you can have good hair, you can have good skin, you can have good nails, eyes. All of these things are impacted on the foods that we eat. Now, I'm going to introduce some chia seeds. Chia seeds are a really good omega-3 fatty acid, and what they're really good for is digestion. They're really good for the vision of the eye, because we have a little bit of omega-3 just at the back of the eye, and that's what the linseeds will be for as well. And what you'll find with the chia seeds is that they swell up in the water. So when you add them to your smoothie or to any other thing, they swell up and they give it a good consistency as well. But I can't stress to you how to include the omega-3 fatty acids in the diet. If you want really good hair, if you want really good digestion, then you really need to include the omega-3 fatty acids, and chia seeds are an excellent source of that. I've got a little bit of cinnamon. This again is really good for balancing blood sugars. So what we really want to do is try each day to keep our blood sugars in balance. If blood sugars are in balance and we don't have too much sugar in our blood, then it reduces our risks of actually getting some serious diseases. But also what it does as well is it keeps us feeling good all day. If your blood sugars are going up and down all over the place, then energy, you're wasting your energy, you don't feel that great. So it's really good to actually make sure that you always have some kind of thing to balance blood sugars. And cinnamon is a protein source. Not only have we got the seeds, but we've also got some almond milk here. When you're purchasing almond milk, if you're not going to make it yourself, then my suggestion is that you check the label. See how much almonds there are. Some of the almond milks that are on the market only have about 2% almonds in, and really that's not good enough. So you need to check the label. Make sure that it's not mainly rice milk. Make sure that it is actually almond. So it should be having some lovely spring water. All right if they add a little bit of sea salt, but it should have quite a high amount of almonds in it. So please, before you buy, always have a little check and make sure that you're going to have proper almond milk and not something else. So, if you can see, this is really simple. All we've got here is we've got 6 different ingredients that you can have. These are shop cupboard things. You can keep the chia seeds in your cupboards and just pull them out when you're ready to go. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be put them into my blender. And so the first thing I'm going to put in is my almond milk. You'll need about 100 millilitres of almond milk. So I'm just going to pour that in. This is probably a little bit over 100 millilitres, but it just gives you an idea. So if you're doing this just for one person, then you only need 1 glass. If you're doing it for more, then you can include more. This smoothie can be taken any time. So if you're really, really busy, then you can take this, put it in a jar and take it to work with you so that you can have it at work. So I'm now going to be cutting the pear. Now because we're putting this into a smoothie, so don't leave the pips in, so just cut them out. And you need to take your stalk off as well. So as this is going into smoothie, I'm actually going to take the pits out and cut it a little bit and put it in. You don't want the seeds in it, you're going to take them out. And again, I'm just going to pop the pear in. So I'm also going to unwrap the banana. And as I said earlier, bananas are a really good source of fibre. And they're one thing to be included in the diet, but you need to include them in moderation. If you want weight loss, then really you need to include bananas just in moderation. So don't have too many a day, and make sure when you do have them, you mix them with something else. So you have them with a protein. And again, that will reduce the amount of sugar going into your bloodstream as well. So I'm going to pop in some cinnamon, a little bit of cinnamon, and I'm going to pop in some of the nuts and some of these seeds. So I'm just going to pop the lid on. Now this is a bit noisy, so just bear with me. So I'm just going to switch it on quite low to start off with, but it will get a bit noisier as we go. So you'll notice that I actually didn't include the chia seeds in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the smoothie, pour it into a glass, and then I'm going to add my chia seeds. So a couple of spoons of chia seeds, and if you mix them in, then you need to leave them for about 10 to 15 minutes to allow the chia seeds to actually soak up all of the liquid that's in there, and it will make it a bit more gloopy. So I'm going to come back to you in about 10 minutes when that's done. So here's our pear and banana smoothie. So the ingredients were 100 millilitres of almond milk, and it's really important, as I said earlier, to check which almond milk you're buying. Many of the shop bought ones only have about 2% of almonds in it, so check before you buy. There are loads of different ones on the market, so you can have a look. We had one pear, which I cut and I took the seeds out because it's a smoothie. It's different to a juice. We had one banana, which I peeled and put in. We had a little bit of cinnamon, and the cinnamon, again, I talk about blood sugar. If you tune into this show, you'll hear me explaining to you about blood sugars more and more. If you want weight loss, you've got to balance blood sugars. If you don't balance blood sugars, you won't get weight loss. How many times do you hear people say, well, I work out, or I do this, or I do that, and I can't lose weight? It's because you're not balancing your blood sugars. That is the fundamental, most important thing that you can do if you want weight loss. The chia seeds I put in after are really, really, really good source of omega-3 fatty acids. Do you want good hair? Do you want good skin? Do you want to have clear vision? If you want all of these things, then you've got to include the omega-3 fatty acids in the diet. They are very, very, very good for you. And what I did was I added the chia seeds, and you will now see that they've actually soaked up all of the liquid, and now we're ready to go. So this is Geraldine Curran signing off with Healthy Life with Zyco World. Enjoy.